So I realize it's been a while since I've taken you with me to afternoon tea. And so today, ATF and I, that's my afternoon tea friend who wishes to remain anonymous, are going to Patty Lou's Tea Room in Keller. We think that's possibly new. I think it's only been open for a very short while. Keller, by the way, is a community north of Fort Worth by about 20 minutes or so. So I'm excited to see two things. One is what kind of tea they serve, and is it in loose leaf or tea bags? And the other, of course, which I'm always interested in, how do they do their scones? So let's go in and find out. The tea room is located in a strip shopping center, but set apart from other businesses by the sweet sets of tables and chairs just outside. Entering Patty Lou's, you're immediately charmed by the cute cafe atmosphere. But this isn't the tea room. They serve lunch here.
Very well, thank you.
Down a short hallway, we were welcomed into a thoughtfully appointed space with comfy green chairs pulled up to cloth-covered tables. The checkerboard floor tiles and pretty lighting added to the cheerful atmosphere. Thank you very much. We picked the food selection we wanted when I made reservations. We both decided on the Alice's tea. So now we had to make our tea selection. It was all loose leaf.
That was our most important part of this, is to have a good variety, because people's tastes are very, very different in teas.
I don't think I have ever seen such a choice of loose leaf tea in a local tea room. Very impressive. Very. The scones were brought out first, and they were freshly baked. Oh, they're hot. They're nice and warm. They were served with a little butter. We were offered clotted cream and jam, although when we got it, we were surprised at the slight amount. It was real clotted cream, though. Perhaps slathering it on, as is customary in the UK, isn't expected here? 2 of the scones were fruit and 2 were savory, but we didn't know that at first. Found out the hard way, but both were delicious and a knife wasn't needed to break them open. We didn't get our tea right with the scones, but it came very soon after. I had the Earl Grey. ATF had the Mad Hatter's tea blend, which is Earl Grey with notes of jasmine. It's loose leaf, but it already has a filter in it, so I don't have to worry about filtering the tea leaves. That's really pretty. After the scones, the food tower arrived. Savories on the bottom plate, with desserts on the middle and upper tiers. And no finger sandwiches per se, but a generously filled chicken salad croissant and cucumber canapes and phyllo tarts were all very good. The open-faced guacamole on toast was very tasty. Moving up the tea tray, it was time for desserts, and everything was yummy. Cheesecake bites with blackberries, a fruit cup, macarons, chocolate truffles. I mean, they were all excellent. It was hard to decide the best, frankly.
Oh, I think that might be the yummiest thing I've had today. That is so good.
All right, I said the little tart was one of the best things I've had. I think this might be the best thing I've had. This little bonbon, I don't know what the filling is. Vanilla, hazelnut, something. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And you can buy a lot of these when you walk in. There's a whole case full. I hope I can get home without doing that.
Turns out that little truffle is white chocolate and pistachio. Yum.
Well, I did get home without buying a box of those chocolates, but it was a tough call. Meanwhile, though, what do we think about that? Well, I was very impressed with Patty Lou's Tea Room. We both were, especially a place that's been open only for a very short while. You know, I have never seen a place locally that offers such a variety of loose leaf tea. It was quite a selection. A good choice of milk was also offered for our tea. The food was excellent. It's bite-sized, tasty, presented beautifully. I can't complain about anything we ate. Of the savories, probably the chicken salad croissant was my favorite. And of the sweets, well, the little truffles were so good, but so were the tarts and the macarons. I mean, it was all good. So, those are the pros. What are the cons? I don't mind that the scones were brought out first. We would have liked to have known they were both fruit and savory, but I think that was just an oversight, as was the case when the food tower came out. Chicken salad, macarons, those are obvious, but we didn't know what several things were until we took a bite or we asked. I would have liked a larger portion of clotted cream and jam. There were 2 of us, and the amount we got was hardly enough for one person. Sugar was served in cubes, but there were no sugar tongs, and again, I think that was just an oversight. And when we asked for a warm-up of our tea, we got it, but it wasn't readily offered, and that would have been nice, especially since the price is not cheap. I'll leave details in the description box, but we each paid about $70, and that included a 20% gratuity that they add. Now, I'm never a fan of that. If it's more than 4 people, I get it, but 2 people? But overall, we were pretty impressed with Patty Lou's tea room in Keller. The atmosphere, the food, the service. This is not a fancy hotel with chandeliers and soft carpeting. It's an adorable tea room, and I would probably go again. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, hit that like button to give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.